No Fun, the Jen Kirkman podcast, episode 390. Wow, nice even number. Is that a video version of this podcast, which can only be gotten on Patreon? You get to see me at home in my little No Fun studio. Here's my questions about aliens. Let's say I go to England and I'm in a restaurant and they're like, oh, you're an American? And I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, I'm from California. And then there's another American in the restaurant and they're from Idaho. Now, we're from the same country, but different states. We don't know each other, but we're Americans. So do all these aliens they see, is it all from the same, quote, people? Is it multiple species of aliens? Are they competing with each other to get information on this Earth situation? All these different aliens don't know each other, and that they are but they know the others exist, and they're competing with one another. And they are observing us. We tend to think of aliens as this one group. And I think if there's one type, I think there's way more. We know there's life, quote, on other planets. Little cells, little things. Yeah, we know that. Don't come at me with, oh, there is life on other planets. It's just that it's a piece of dirt that's, we're not talking about that. And I'm also done with the argument, I think it's arrogant, like when people say, well, I don't know if there's aliens, but it certainly is narcissistic or arrogant to think we're the only sentient beings in the galaxy. No, I don't think it is, actually. I think it's fucking incomprehensible. Honest to God, before the internet, as a kid, in the 80s, it was incomprehensible to me that there were other beings on the other side of the planet, that there were other humans. I couldn't picture where Australia was. It's incomprehensible that there are other things in our universe, especially with our tiny brains going, but there's no oxygen up there, but there's no water. Well, maybe these things don't need that. I don't know. It's hard. You just start going, oh, this seems crazy. I don't think it's arrogant to think, I think it's the most insulting word I can think of is limited thinking. I don't know how to say I think there's life on other planets because I don't even know what that would be. But people who say that exact quote, they think they sound so smart. It's like, honey, that's cocktail party talk 1982. I'm just not gonna be mad at the government if they can't protect me from fucking aliens. If aliens are real, do you understand that that means there is a being out there that has figured out, it's basically like time travel. If they're millions of galaxies away, how the fuck do they get here? And they may not be in the vehicle. I get it. But whatever, they've figured out something that is beyond our ability to understand science. I'm not like, government fucked up again, not protecting us from aliens. I'll give them a pass on that one. I'm going to say, you know what? We're not there yet as a species. That's not a governmental issue. It's a human issue. I literally don't understand the person that would be like, I'm pretty disappointed in my government. That's what I take away from this aliens are here thing. And I don't believe in the government anymore. And I'm not going to vote. Frankly, I'm not. They're all the same. I mean, I'd be psyched if there was aliens. I don't even care if they come and take the planet over. You were born during the time period where the aliens revealed themselves and took us over. You're upset at that? How much better an ending to your life story is that? And they're taking over and I don't know what they're doing, putting their hands on our heads and just draining it of all knowledge, and they just touch our heart and it stops. I mean, who are you not to die from an alien? You think your death is going to be more interesting than that? Who's mad at that? I welcome that. To be terrified by an alien invasion, at least 20% of you is like, this is fucking cool. I can't believe all those movies I saw growing up were real. I can't believe this is happening in my lifetime. My grandmother's dead. She would shit herself if she knew there were aliens. I can't believe I get to see this. Who's mad at that? And complaining that his marriage was toxic. But then they gave no examples of how his marriage was toxic. And I just have a feeling that the guy who loved to hang out with the professional pedo, maybe you're the toxic one. Just saying. So Melinda has been slowly leaking this shit for 2 years. They've been trying to divorce for 2 years. And she was like, please, can you just do me a solid as your wife? Can you not hang out with a pedophile? And he was like, I can't do it. I can't do that. So I want Mackenzie Bezos and Melinda Gates. I want them to join forces, and I want them to give away all their billions. They're going to live on $100,000 a year. They're going to live in upstate New York. They're going to get married to each other. And I don't know, they make honey in upstate New York and sell it at farmers markets. Something like that. I'm actually fun. I mean, I hate to confess, and I think you guys had an inkling that I might be fun. I reserve the right to stop being fun anytime I want.